Hi everyone, welcome to InvestNow's weekly readout. My name is Gina Pappano and I'm the Executive Director of InvestNow. This commentary is based on an op-ed I wrote for the Financial Post. InvestNow is asking Canada's Big Five banks to get out of the UN-sponsored and Mark Carney-led Net Zero Banking Alliance. The NZBA's goal is to accelerate the transition to decarbonization and a net zero global economy. By signing up, the banks committed to align their lending and investment decisions with NZBA's goals. What does a net zero global economy mean? It means drastically reducing oil and gas production and use. For a country like Canada, whose economy depends on oil and gas, a net zero global economy would be a catastrophe. We are already beginning to feel the impact of net zero by 2050. Carbon taxes, soaring energy prices, emissions caps, deindustrialization, and widely felt economic hardship. By joining the NZBA, the Big Five banks have agreed to divest from oil and gas, eliminating projects and companies from their investment pool simply because they are oil and gas companies. But such divestment poses a serious threat to Canadian energy security, and it threatens shareholder returns. Maximizing long-term total returns for clients and shareholders, traditional goals of banks and other financial institutions, is not in the NZBA pledge. Why have our banks signed up for this? Did the bank CEOs read the commitment statement before signing it? Do they understand that GFANZ and NZBA want to decarbonize the economy? Were they just trying to appease activists? Or do they really believe GFANZ and the United Nations have Canada's and Canadians' best interests at heart? The real-world effect of decarbonization and net zero is to eliminate oil and gas. Canada's prosperity depends on oil and gas. InvestNow has submitted shareholder proposals to the Big Five banks asking them to exit both the NZBA and the GFANZ. In pledging to comply with NZBA and GFANZ rules and deny our energy companies the loans, investments, and capital they need in order to operate and thrive, Canadian banks are doing harm, not just to their shareholders, but to the country. Canadian banks should not pursue political or ideological goals at the expense of fiduciary ones. As essential institutions, modern banks must be held to a standard of strict political neutrality. It is time to take politics out of banking. Ideological organizations like NZBA should not guide this country's banking policies. The best interests of Canada and Canadians should. Thanks for listening, and tune in next week to hear my thoughts on our latest story of the week. If you like this content, please subscribe to InvestNow's channel and visit our webpage, linked in the description below, to pass our resolution and sign up to receive InvestNow's Story of the Week. Thank you.